fuck.
Okay, so when we begin, you have all just arrived in Asher's Vale, a town near the capital of the continent, which is Chisis. My name is Matt, and I'm going to be the dungeon master for the campaign. I created the campaign world. It is D&D 4th edition, set in a entirely unique world that I've created called Vistoria. I created the land, the background, the characters involved, and the storyline that's going to be hanging over the entire arc. I'm really excited to do this. It's the first campaign I've ever done from start to finish. It's going to be... the reason we did 4th edition, D&D Next is out now in playtest, but we're all a little more comfortable with 4th edition. We understand the mechanics a little better, and it would be a lot easier to go through with something we know than something we didn't. So for, the viewers' integrity and ours, we just kind of decided to stick to 4th edition, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of fun characters, and I think personally that it's going to be really... exciting, and all 4 of our characters have a really good sense of humor about them. So I think you're going to see a lot of comedy and a lot of action. I hope you guys like it. You guys arrive from the south. You did not arrive together. Sort of just muddling. You all have different reasons for being here. Where are you? Here you are. But firstly, we're going to go to Alvin here.
So I'm Sean. I'm playing the character Alvin. He is a gnome illusionist wizard. This is him. This itty bitty thing right here. He's kind of skittish in fighting. He's not a big fighter, so he's really prone to just hiding and then trying to attack from the shadows and things like that. He attacks a lot of will because he's trying to deceive people the most of the time.
You are arriving in Asher's Vale to perform at the Two-Ton Tavern for their opening night. You guys have all heard of the Two-Ton Tavern. Its opening has been touted across Vistoria. It used to be an old military base, but recently, with cutting with the guard recently in Chisis, they've kind of pulled back their military force, and a lot of people aren't very happy about it. But it has left some old forts standing in nice condition, and someone has purchased one and opened up the Two-Ton Tavern here. You see a couple of assorted buildings, some people standing around in the streets, just talking. You notice that this group over here and this group over here all seem to be wearing cloaks made of the same material.
Cloaks, you say?
Yes.
I also wear a cloak.
As does your name note.
Are they white by any chance?
They are not. They are not. They are all dark brown.
So, my name is Matt. I play the character, the Frozen Cloak. The Frozen Cloak he is a human, and he wears a white cloak all the time, a hooded cloak, and a white mask. And that's really important to his history, which I'm not going to spoil because that may come up later in the story. This is the piece I use. It's Sonlin from Heroescape. I use him because he's got a big cloak and he's got a dragon on his shoulder. I don't have a dragon, but I do have an owl, which is basically the same thing.
And they seem to be really not paying attention to anyone else except themselves, just kind of talking, muddling. You do see other scattered townspeople walking through the streets, but obviously the main attraction is directly in front of you as you see down the block this enormous, brightly lit structure with a sign hanging over it, Two-Ton Tavern. The ton is actually a weight in the picture, and it's big and it's glamorous, and it's made out of all stone because it used to be a fort. So if you guys wanted to make your way there, or if you guys wanted to hang around the town and look at some of the stuff, there are a couple of places open. Over here is a bank. Then this is a library. And over here is an apothecary. Drugstore.
I didn't want to be the one to say it.
And then less interesting things. The house down the right of the street just appears to be a normal house. Someone seems to be living there.
When it goes to
And then,
daycare.
no, that is actually an orphanage.
Close enough.
Yes, Asher's Vale Orphanage. So it depends on what you guys would like to do. If you want to make your way to the town, go talk to some people. Anything in particular?
Halrog is very straightforward. He will go straight now.
I am Brian Beatty. I play the character of Halrog Bessie Dexari. And this is our Bessie piece. It is, in actuality, a Wookiee from Star Wars Miniatures. I don't know, I feel like the more athletic, muscular classes are just easier to play. While at the same time, just being a magic... I hate magic. I can't stand magic.
Okay. He heads towards the tavern. Anybody else?
How's the library look?
Library? It's dark now. It's around 8 o'clock when you arrived, so the librarian was leaving and closing the doors as you arrived.
Damn.
But it does open very early at 6 a.m., so if you'd like to get an inn somewhere, a room, Two-Ton Tavern also doubles as an inn, obviously, and has rooms upstairs, so if you'd like, you could stick and hang around. It does have, you have heard of the Asher's Vale Library. It does have a lot of very old text.
I would be interested in that.
So my name's Christian, and my character is Hector Blackdawn, and pretty much I base a lot of what I do in D&D off of anime, so you'll see a lot of references, like you'll come to realize Hector only has one arm and one leg because he tried to bring a loved one back to life, which for any of you have realized by this moment that is completely and utterly Full Metal Alchemist.
So you head down as well. Alvin, at this point, your brothers, Simon and Ted, both kind of poke at you and go, "We gotta get there."
Don't worry, we'll get there.
Well, where are we going?
Now, let's go.
All right. So you sort of head off on your own as well. Is there anything you'd like to do in town, Cloak?
I'd like to swing by the orphanage. I don't want to go in, but I'd like to look through the window, kind of mosey around there.
Okay, no problem.
Just being uber creepy, but I don't mean to be creepy, but it's totally gonna come off creepy.
You head over to the orphanage and you kind of, not creepily at all, look in the window.
It's a little. I'm wearing a mask. I mean, it's a little creepy.
You see the kids sitting down for dinner at kind of a long table. You can tell there's about 10 or 12 kids there.
Okay.
They seem to be eating very well. In fact, roll a history check if you want.
Well, it's a -1 to this roll, so
right.
that's an 11.
Okay,
It's not the worst.
That's good enough to know.
Yeah.
The Asher's Vale Orphanage is kind of well known for treating the children who come out of there very well.
Okay.
There are a lot of famous people, heroes who have come from the Asher's Vale Orphanage. So they do treat their children there very well. You can see there's a well-maintained playground on the side.
Okay.
Not much else.
Is there? I don't know if there would be a mailbox on the orphanage or anything.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a place you can definitely slide mail, more like a mail slot.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna. If no one's looking at the door, like that, I can see through the window. I'm gonna slide some gold through the slot.
Okay.
Like I don't know how much I start off with, but
we'll say you have 100 gold in your pocket.
okay. So I'll put like 50 gold in.
Okay.
Yeah.
You put 50 gold in stealthily. I'm sure someone will be very happy with
Sure,
that.
I am pretty stealthy, actually, surprisingly.
Suddenly hear rioting.
The people standing by the door kind of look over at you oddly. There's some of those in the brown cloaks that I was talking about earlier. They kind of look at you oddly, but even still, they just kind of go back to talking to themselves. But you can definitely tell at least 2 of them are still keeping like a sideways eye on you.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna ignore them and walk right by them.
Okay,
Head over
no
to the
problem.
tavern.
So you all are going to head into the Two-Ton Tavern. All right. So we head inside. I'm actually going to change the map now.
Ah, the Two-Ton Tavern, I see.
The Two-Ton Tavern.
I don't know where you guys want to be.
Ooh. I want to be where everyone else is not.
I'll probably buy the bartender first one in.
The least crowded area of the bar.
I'm just putting you in the corner looking at the wall.
That's kind of creepy.
I don't know, I just checked out an orphanage.
That's true.
Don't talk to me about creepy, alright?
You threw money at them.
I threw money at orphans.
I made it rain, I don't know what to tell you. Just...
Okay, so you guys walk in.
As soon as I walk in, just throw my hands up and sparkles all come out of my hands.
The patrons who are looking around seated at the bar, there are patrons seated at the bar, I just don't have enough tokens for them. They all go, oh, wow, and they all clap. It's very loud in here, though. A lot of people don't seem to notice you guys.
We're very small.
There's a lot going on. There's a musical act playing on the stage, Josephina and the Pussycats. There is, and then you notice a large line of people actually over here, waiting in line at the Two-Ton Tavern's focal point. Now, nobody would really know, but the Two-Ton Tavern sits over, well, it used to be a fortress. And inside of the fortress, there was this altar, almost this pedestal. That's the item you can see up in the left corner. It seems to be this big, almost weight, but it looks like a counterweight with a handle.
This thing?
Yes. Around it, in every conceivable language you can imagine, are the three words strength, wisdom, and virtue. Every conceivable language that's how they're written. And people seem to be taking turns going up and trying to pull this bar up out of the concrete, and nothing seems to be doing it.
So the three of us are at the Two-Ton Tavern to put on a magic show. And while we're there, we're graced by the presence of this huge 2-ton thing over in the corner that everyone is trying to pick up out of the ground.
But that seems to be the main focal point. And then over here, there is a strikingly beautiful older woman who is...
That's your territory, sir.
Huh?
How old?
Towards the stage.
Like 80s?
I would say no, not
well,
that
then
old.
I'm not
She's probably in her 40s. Late 30s.
A little young for me, but okay.
Well, what race is she?
She's human.
Oh, so that's that equivalent
Oh.
to half elves.
I tear it in half.
That's my territory.
Yeah, there you go.
That's my territory. Back off.
And a group of the strongest looking men in the bar, it seems, all seem to be walking up to her table one at a time and signing into a notebook. And then just walking away. So you're free to do what you'd like around the bar. There is the owner over here. He is a Mull, which is a combination of human and dwarf. And his name is Frederick Voss. If anybody would like to speak to him.
I would like to speak to him.
And
Okay.
I'm a cocky magician, so I'm going to try and pull out that thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to go wait in line.
Wait in line.
And I'm sure my brothers are going to just stand inside of the line just yelling at me for
Yes,
not
they're
doing
going
that.
to pester you.
Frederick Voss?
That's me.
For dwarven or common?
Common's fine.
I hear there's Gin Hunter recruiter here.
Look over your shoulder. And he points to the strikingly beautiful woman who seems to be taking down everybody's notes. And he goes, her name's Sarah Delvox. She's a priest-level gin hunter, and I've opened up recruiting here for her tonight. Getting a lot of people, big burly adventurers, so we figured it would be, good for both of us.
What is this line in the back trying to lift this weight?
Well, that's our nomenclature, the Two-Ton Tavern. Back there sits the Two-Ton Bar. If anybody can lift that, they're considered to be the best hero in the land. Nobody's been able to lift it in, 150, 200 years.
So you would say whoever could lift it would be the greatest hero in all of the town.
In all the land.
Oh, what's that? There's a giant 2-ton that if I lift, everyone's gonna love me? Yeah, I'm gonna go lift that.
Alright, so you go and have your wait in line. Cloak, would you like to do anything?
Yeah, I'd like to come over here and talk to this guy online.
Okay.
What's he look like? What's he
gentleman.
holding?
That is Naren Dakarum. He is a elf, looks to be a warrior.
Okay.
Young, on the young side.
Okay.
And he's just, right now he's waiting patiently in line.
Okay. What about the other two?
The other two look a bit surlier.
Okay. Alright, then I definitely want to talk to this guy. What's this line for? What's going on here?
Sign-ups.
For?
Oh, to be a gin hunter.
You could just sign up.
Well, it's sign-ups for the tryouts.
Oh, okay. So
You sign up and then hopefully you get your name called, but
You should
they're
be
really
more clear.
selective.
You should be more clear on your first. Really.
Well,
Anyway.
hey,
So you fancy yourself a warrior? You think you could be a Jinn hunter?
absolutely.
You are aware what the Jinn are, right?
Yes.
You think you can fight one and live?
I know I could fight one and live.
It's your funeral.
You think you could do any better?
Let's just say I have a little experience in this area.
You fought a djinn?
I did not say that. I said I have a little experience in this area.
Well, little experience doesn't go much, but when she sees my skills, I'm a shoo-in.
What is this? What do you do for the tryout?
Well, the tryouts are held in Chisis in 2 days. This is just
Okay.
to kind of get on their list to be allowed into the tryouts.
And what is the tryout? Like, what do you
Nobody
have
knows.
to do?
Only the Jinn hunters know, and they keep it a secret.
I guess I'll sign up for your fancy tryout.
Okay. So you wait in line.
I actually cut him in line.
Hey, what are you doing?
I decide this guy doesn't really look up to snuff. I'm gonna go in front of this guy.
Oh, I just feel like, you know, the better warrior should go first.
You're not a better warrior than me. You don't even know that.
Just
Hey, lady, this guy's cutting in line. And he leans over and he yells at, and Saradell kind of looks over, and then she goes, "You in the back of the line."
me or him?
Well, do you acknowledge it?
Just talking to you, buddy.
What? And she goes, "Get out of here. Stop whining." She takes a sip of her wine and brings it back down. And he goes, "But you're an asshole, you know that?" He leaves. He walks out of the door. The guy in front of you snickers.
I just go, children.
Is there anything you would like to do, Hector?
Well, I'm gonna walk past him and just chuckle and pat him on the back, and I'm gonna observe everyone that's trying to lift
Okay.
the weight.
Okay. Speaking of the weight, the line has dumbed down considerably. Every person who has gone up in the time since you guys have been waiting online has tried and failed miserably.
Now, how visible is Sean and his brothers? I mean, what are their
short.
names?
Alvin.
How
really short.
visible are Alvin and his
I'm
brothers?
2'10".
Okay.
Yes.
I'm 7'5". Would they be at all visible to me?
Yeah.
If you're looking down.
There's
If you
three of
look
us.
down,
There are three of us. We're
There's
making
three of them
noise.
and they're talking.
Oh no, I only look straight.
He's shooting
ahead.
sparklers out of his hands.
So once the line dies down, I think I'm just going to walk straight over them, not noticing them whatsoever.
Okay. So you walk over Alvin, and Alvin, you're about to get trampled by a giant big thing.
Oh, I'm gonna trip him.
You're gonna trip him. All right. How do you trip him?
So I go over with my brothers, and we're waiting in line. And out of nowhere, this goddamn cow comes and runs me over. Oh, I have a
on the
rope.
ground.
I have a rope. I'm
That
gonna
makes
take a piece
sense.
of rope. I'm gonna throw it to Theodore.
Okay.
I'm gonna be Theodore, catch.
Ted?
All right.
Theodore,
He reaches at what?
Teddy?
hold it. And I yank it.
Oh.
I trip him with the rope.
Okay. And make a.
I'm oblivious, so this might you should get like a +2 to
He's
that.
getting a plus. Make a dexterity save.
Okay. Oh, that's awful.
Negative infinity billion.
That's the check.
Yeah,
we're not
so
going
check.
under any of the skills, right?
No.
No.
Okay,
Just
just
the
the
check.
It's 10.
It's a 10. You do not notice it, and you feel yourself start to stumble. And Alvin, make a strength check.
No.
Oh, jeez.
This is not good. -1. 8.
Not good. You are not able to hold the leg of a 7-foot giant. Shockingly.
That weighs.
And
320 pounds.
you and Ted get pulled together and kind of clank heads as you fall.
Oh, I do fall. Okay.
Yes. And all three of you are on the ground.
You're just watching this happen.
Just kind of owing.
What was that?
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk on his chest.
Okay.
I'm so small and I'm very light, so it's not gonna hurt you in any way.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, maybe you should pay more attention.
And then I'm just going to stand as he falls to the ground.
I'm holding on to you.
So you're trying to trip me?
You should look.
I am 7'5". How do I notice this? I tell you.
2'10".
2'10". No, I don't even know what you are. What are you?
The lady who's standing nearby goes, "Such accurate eyes you have to know exactly."
That's pretty
Maybe
impressive.
try and listen when I was yelling at you.
And shooting sparklers out of my head.
Yeah.
Well, I apologize. I did not mean to trample upon
You know what? Fine. You can go first. And I step aside now that I'm go.
There you go. All right, so you're gonna step up.
All right, you strange creature.
I'm gonna start whispering to my brothers a little bit.
So he's.
You know what I'm
I'm sorry.
saying.
What is the name?
I'm not sure.
His real name, his first name is
Is it attacking by
Halrog.
giant
Bessie is the clan
Is the
name.
attack by little people?
No.
So
Uh,
Halrog steps up to the plate, and you see this giant weight in front of you. And would you like to give it a yank?
Limber up. Crack my fingers. Snort.
Okay.
Give it a yank.
And give us a strength check.
That was really high.
11.
Plus
5, 16.
16. You pull on it, yank on it with all your force. Nothing.
All right.
It seems to be immovable, as far as you can tell.
So I couldn't lift it.
Tries to lift it. Nothing. I'm like, good. This is my chance.
What a pathetic excuse for an ogre.
Now I jump up.
Minotaur.
No, hey, come
Make
back.
my way to the gin.
You're like, I'll show you how it's really done. And I stay up here. Now the whole time I was whispering with my brothers. We're in cahoots.
Okay.
Okay. One of my brothers is gonna disguise the thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend to pull out the thing,
Okay.
and the other brother's gonna make the sound of it coming out.
Okay.
Okay.
This is elaborate.
This is what I just thought out. And then as I pick it up, I'm just gonna put it in one hand and just do this.
One finger.
This is all magic based.
I realize. So you're gonna be making 3 wisdom checks.
Wisdom is not
I'm
just a
sorry,
prestidigitation type deal. Or I just
oh,
get
wait.
to create something small.
You can create something small with prestidigitation. All right, so I'll allow you to do that.
And then
Sweet.
the other one's using ghost sound, I imagine.
Yeah. So Theodore will use ghost sound, and then Simon's gonna do the making the thing look invisible.
Okay.
This 2'4" gnome is gonna lift this. Yeah, let's watch this.
So you go through it all. You lift it, put it in one hand. Everyone who's standing there goes, "Oh my God, that's amazing! What is that? What is that?" Everyone's clapping,
Hey,
and
ogre,
cheering.
come check this out.
Ta-da!
Fucking kidding. I look over, my jaw just dropped.
Everyone's cheering and clapping like, "Oh my God, that's amazing!" And the owner of the bar comes up to you and goes, "Wow, that was incredible, little man. How'd you do that?"
Just pulled it out.
Amazing. Here, set it down over here. Let's take a look and see what we can find inside.
Why? What do you mean inside?
Well, it's a capstone to something. Nobody's ever been able to get it out.
We know what's in the hole.
We don't know.
Well, the hole's right there. I'm holding the thing that was in the hole.
Oh well, I'll check. And he steps on, and as he steps on, you see his foot kind of pass through the prestidigitation that.
As soon as I see that, I fade away, and then the thing just turns into doves.
What? Oh, it was all a trick. Nobody is. Again, everyone has failed to pull out the 2-ton tavern's prized piece, whatever you would call it. I can't believe that little fucking gnome figured out a way to make everyone think he opened it without actually accomplishing anything. Alright, that's not fair.
And then I walk up from behind them and be like, "But you were impressed."
That's the important thing.
Very. I tell you this, I've been waiting for 3 halflings?
Gnomes.
I've been waiting for 3 gnome magicians all night, and they haven't showed up. I'm about to fire them and hire you on the spot. What's your name?
I feel like I should play with you a bit. I say that out loud.
What? What do you mean?
You've been looking for 3 gnome magicians.
Yes.
You did not just see what just happened.
I've been waiting for you, bastard!
You're late! But what better of an entrance? All right then.
That was pretty impressive. All right, you're on as soon as the bardettes are off the stage, and you notice that they're entering into their last song, which seems to be a little bit slower. So you guys have got a stage time soon.
All right, brothers, let's get ready. Where do I go?
Well, you can
All right, so
head
just go next to the stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting our game plan going.
Yep, pretty much.
We'll come back to Frozen Cloak. These two have put their names in the book, and you walk out.
Oh, well, while he came up behind me, I was going to go, oh, sorry, they're closed after me.
I don't believe him.
Can I do a bluff check?
You can, and you can do an insight check.
21.
Can't beat that.
Would you trust me?
11.
All right, so you seem kind of dejected, and you turn and start to skulk away, and Saradell looks over and goes, hey, giant man, where are you going?
Are you not closed after this ugly one?
I'm wearing a mask. You don't know how ugly I am.
He assumes you're ugly.
No,
No mask.
we're not closed. Get back in line if you want to sign up. So
The big ones are always the dumbest, am I right?
she just shakes your head at you. Goes, name,
The Frozen Cloak.
real name.
The Frozen Cloak. I start writing the Frozen Cloak on the sheet.
Every year with the wackaloons. Alright. I need to be able to identify you by something other than some fancy name that you've made up, sir.
If I'm not identifiable, then I don't know what is.
That's well,
You ask around, people know the Frozen Cloak. And I guarantee you I will pass your, whatever this tryout is.
She stands up.
And I did you a favor by turning that little one away.
She stands up, takes her shield out, takes out a large hammer, and bashes the two together, creating a loud noise, which everything in the bar stops. And she goes, "Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, has anybody here heard of the Frozen Cloak?"
No!
I heard he's a sham. That's what I heard.
So you've heard of me then?
I guess he's got a
It's true. And
I sit back down.
Well, I'm not from this town. I've just recently come to this town, but my hometown, everybody's heard of the Frozen Cloak. I'm the greatest hero from my town. I'm trying to bluff her a little bit.
And she asks, "Okay. And will you be staying in the town tonight?"
It seems I don't really have much other choice, so yes, I guess so.
Okay. See me in the morning. I'll tell you the names of the people who have been selected for the tryouts.
Are you saying I may not be selected?
There's a very good possibility you may not be selected.
What do I have to do to separate myself and be on that list?
Well, generally how we do this is we will take down names of adventurers, heroes, as you would, and then we go around and we collect as much information as we can in a 24-hour period. And then we'll get back to them. Now, you as yourself having such a storied history, obviously, well, you know, when I send some ravens to outposts in other towns, they'll have heard of you.
Of course.
So she kind of sits back down in her chair and goes, see me tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
Okay.
And she looks over and goes, next. So you approach Saradell, and she goes, name.
Good evening. I am Halrog Bessie Dixar.
Sorry, what was that?
Halrog
Yes, Halrog.
Bessie.
Bessie.
Tis our clan name.
You hear me from over here?
I do not jest. Why does he laugh?
It's a name for a cow. And you're a Minotaur. You know,
Are you calling my ancient ancestor a cow?
no, I'm saying she shares a name with a cow.
I am
I will deal with him later.
As I drink a beer.
The Minotaur, how everyone just seems to keep calling him Bessie. He's not a female. It's a respected member of his clan.
Dexari. Okay, I'm sorry, albeit from me, to make fun of another race for silly names. And you are an adventurer?
Yes. I come from the labyrinth town of Minotaurs.
You'll never make it.
That one seems to be very loud, but you have just as good a chance as anyone. Probably better than him.
Is there anything that could help sway our chances?
Unless there's a very convenient emergency, I doubt it.
I smell foreshadowing.
Those so rarely happen these days.
Indeed.
Well, in case you are in need of a treasure hunter, I can sniff out anything that you need finding.
The Jinn tend to hoard treasure, very similar to dragons in that aspect. So, you may have a useful feat there. And she takes her name down in the book, and you see she annotates a little note next to it, and she goes, "Thank you, warrior."
You have a good evening. Yes.
And you take your leave.
Yes, I'd actually like to talk to the bartender about a night's stay.
Okay. He will be behind the counter. And, alright. Would you like to do anything there, Hector?
Well, it's been about 15 minutes since my last drink. I'll go get another.
Alright, so you make your way to the bar, and the bartender goes,
My day. Good day, my lady.
she goes, "Good day, good sir. It's never too late to sign up for Gin Hunters."
Oh, no thanks. I'm not about that life anymore.
Alright then, and she continues jotting down notes in her book. And,
Alright.
bartender goes, "What'll it be?"
3 of your strongest.
Okay.
I need the strongest thing they have now.
And he takes out this big jug, and it doesn't even have words on it. It just says XXX. And he takes 3 glasses and pours them in, and then takes a torch off the wall, lights them on fire, and douses it out and goes, 3 Firebirds.
Perfect. Something for your trouble.
There's the alcohol.
A little extra in there.
Do I see this?
Mm-hmm.
I could peel the varnish off a table.
I damn well hope so.
One for yourself, my big cow friend? I apologize, that just slipped out. I meant no disrespect. Have one on the house.
Thank you, good sir.
And he does the same thing.
How much would it be for a night room for the night?
Oh, we have plenty of rooms. 25 gold for the night.
Actually,
Oh, sweet. So he slides you a key. Here you go. He slides you a key to a room, and he's like, "The rooms are right upstairs, numbered. Numbers on the key."
room number?
It's room. You have room 1C,
Okay.
and do a perception check, everyone.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Oh, 9.
9,
14.
11, 11,
16.
16. You hear alarms.
What's that? That noise.
Do I hear it with the 14 or no?
No hearing aids weren't invented yet, so it can't possibly be that.
No one else seems to be acknowledging it. They just seem to be going around their day, almost like they don't even hear it.
Blast it! Does anyone hear that?
Hear what?
The noise!
There's no noise.
The ringing, the alarm!
Listen, old man, you're probably just having one of your spells.
Oh, there it is. And the bartender goes, "No, I hear it now.
Oh.
Right?
That's the..." And this guy kicks open the door and runs out. "Fires! We've got fires outside. We need help. Anybody who can come help."
Adventure?
But the show! The show can wait! I throw my cloak back, and then I go.
Adventure?
I summon my owl arcane familiar, and I just go, let's go!
Saradell walks up, as do a couple other patrons, The show on stage stops. Alvin, are you and your brothers going to come, or?
Now I'm more interested in the fire.
Okay.
I want to see the fire.
The attention span is
Coming?
We have a show in 15 minutes.
There's a huge fire.
Bartender, another beer.
one for the road.
And then this guy, he looks panicked, and he's like, "This crazy group of guys in cloaks just started setting fire to everything. We need help. There's a bunch of us going to get water trucks now, but we
Is
need
the orphanage okay?
the orphanage. I didn't even take time to look.
Going past him, going through
Okay.
the orphanage.
All right, you
The
go
books.
out.
What about the library?
The library's not on fire.
Oh, okay.
All right, then we're
I'm gonna sit back and
All of these
we are
assailants.
excited for
The assailants are running through town right now. We don't even know where they went. We're just trying to get water to put these buildings out, but we need help getting these people out of these buildings.
Give me a
Brothers,
card.
let's go, we can help.
I mean, helping out those
kind
buildings.
of, but we can help.
I'm not going out there. There's fire.
Water.
What about it?
We gotta get it.
Oh, we don't need it.
We can just let's go.
Ah, here it goes.
That's it. That's it right there.